Hello friends, welcome back to our channel Let's Crack OPSC. Hope all of your preparation going well. And before we start today's discussion about the role of Speaker of Odisha Assembly, let me thank KUMAR Mahanta. You can see his contribution towards our initiative. And KUMAR, thank you very much, and we do highly appreciate your contribution. And I correct myself. Yesterday I took the name of Subhalakshmi. Actually, it was Bhagyalakshmi Madam who contributed 1000 rupees. So I publicly give apologies to Bhagyalakshmi Madam, and she gave some real valuable input regarding the kind of a course that we supposed to be taking. So I highly appreciate your suggestions, Bhagyalakshmi Madam. Thank you very much. And today we will be discussing about the role of the speaker. You can see the speaker. Who is the speaker? Let me know in the comment box who is the speaker of Odisha Assembly. You can see the image on my left side. Then see, whenever a question like this is being asked, you supposed to be going to the point. Especially you have to score high. Your target has to be going high. So you directly going to the point. To the point question, to the point answers. Because when they are asking some 5-mark question 50 words, it is very difficult to restrict yourself to 50 words. So to the point you can write. There are two scenarios. One scenario is when you are having enough time to write the answer, so you can write up to 60. Generally, up to 60 words you can write. Sorry, but sometimes what happens, due to lack of time, when invigilator is approaching to take the answer sheet away from you, sometimes you can also speed up writing. And I will tell you the technique, what you supposed to follow during that time while tackling this question. First is, whenever a question like this is asked, it is the time when you supposed to be showing your intellectual caliber. How you will be showing your intellectual caliber? You directly mention speaker under Article 178. Speaker under Article 178. Instead of writing the entire sentence, you can directly, in order to make you understand, I wrote the complete sentence. You can only write speaker is appointed under Article 178. Then he generally, the normal role of a speaker is to preside the state legislative assembly. You supposed to mention that. Then after that, what is the main roles of speaker? You supposed to be mentioning. Then conducting day-to-day business of assembly by ensuring discipline and decorum. By ensuring discipline and decorum, you can see the kind of a thing people are doing. It is the role of the speaker. It is the role of the speaker to ensure the discipline and decorum. And you know there is a thing called as quorum. When there is no quorum in the house, let me know in the comment box what is quorum. Quorum in the house. Then the discipline and decorum has to be maintained by the speaker himself. Then speaker is guided by constitutional provisions, rules of procedure and conduct of business of assembly. The speaker draws his or her powers from where? From the constitutional provisions. From constitutional provision plus rules of the business, and especially the other one is conduct of business of the house, because every house is having their own set of rules, be it assembly, be it council, legislative council. They are having different set of rules and procedures which they supposed to be following. So it is the role of the speaker in order to enforce this kind of a rules. Then coming to the third point, guardian of privileges of members. Guardians of privileges. Guardian of the privileges of all its members. Be it the treasury benches or the opposition. Opposition will also supposed to be getting the due respect by the speaker. They supposed to be getting the impartial, you can say, support by the speaker. They supposed to be all the opposition benches. Then decides agenda to be discussed and casting the deciding vote in case of a deadlock. What happens? Sometimes there is a deadlock. If there is a, you can say, total in Odisha's assembly, it is no chance that there can be this kind of a deadlock with this brute majority to a single party. But in case there is a deadlock, means what kind of a situation it may arise when there are equal votes for the bill and against the bill, then it is the role of the speaker to casting the deciding vote. So it is also a very big role for the speaker. Though at present it is not the case, but it is also a role. Then decides agenda to be discussed. What agenda to be discussed will be decided by speaker. Remember, very very important, agenda of the house. Then enforce anti-defection law by disqualifying members under 10th schedule. You know the anti-defection law passed by 52nd Constitutional Amendment Act, and it put under 10th schedule of Indian Constitution. Let me know in the comment box who was the Prime Minister when anti-defection law was passed. Then enforce anti-defection law by, if there is a means a floor crossing by any of the member from opposition to treasury benches in getting in a you can say a expectation of getting a ministerial berth, this Ayaram Gayaram, it is a very difficult situation in those days where every government was falling in sort of majority. So that time it is very very difficult situation. These days where people are giving one-sided vote so that the government enjoys the majority, and this Ayaram Gayaram is hard living thing. Then he is ultimate arbiter and interpreter of provisions related to functioning of assembly. He is the person who will interpret what is the law and what is interpreter. This is very very important. Then certifying money bills when it is presented to governor. Certifying money bills when it is presented to governor for his assent. Certifying money bill, very very important. The many of the, you can say, material is not mentioned here, but it is a very important role of the speaker. Certifying money bills and assent to the bill. The governor gives assent to the bills under Article 200. You are supposed to be knowing that under governor under Article 200 certifies a money bill, and some bills are also reserved by the governor for the consideration of the president under Article 201, and annual financial statement is 202. Remember it, annual financial statement is 202. In the case of the union government, annual financial statement is 112, but in case of state government, the annual financial statement is 202. You remember this, these are very important facts. So when you are in an emergency, I told you that I will tell you a simple tip how you supposed to be when you are in an emergency, what you will write so that you can at least get 3 or 3.5. If you will write this much, there is no chance somebody can give you less than 4. I can give you guarantee. By the way, we are writing especially toppers answer writing blueprint, but it will take a little time. I am announcing that it will take a little bit time because I did a research and I found that I shouldn't be in a hurry of publishing it. Our first priority is our course participant as well as test series participant. Then we will look into test series, the YouTube subscribers, just like you watching me in YouTube. So, but especially when you are in a hurry, what you supposed to be doing? You, instead of writing the entire sentence, what I have written, you can directly write only 3 to 4 words. 4 words. How can I have highlighted in a you can say this underline form. Conducting business, then ensuring discipline and decorum, then guided by provisions, then procedure and conduct of business of assembly, then guardian of privileges of guardian of privileges, only this much you should write. If you are having very less time. Then cast deciding vote, only this much. Then decides agenda to be discussed, you can leave out. Then enforce anti-defection law, this much, only leave out that. Then arbiter and interpreter of provisions, this much. Then certifying manuals. When you are in a hurry of submitting your answer sheet to the invigilator, you are supposed to be following this particular method. Because if you will do this much, the examiner will find that you have written everything. So he or she may not give you less than 3 and 3.5. So very important. So I told you how you can score really well. Do practice, and I found that many of our means all those who are watching me on YouTube, they are not subscribing. I humbly urge all of you to do subscribe our channel. Only watching will not give you that thing, but subscribing will give you, because you might miss out on some important information from our channel. So do subscribe our channel if you are watching me on YouTube. Thank you very much. Happy learning.